Hey everybody, the trial this week is Autoborn, and the car restriction is an S1 900 modern supercar from Germany. Don't forget the German limitation there. And I'm in this 2014 Porsche 911 Turbo S. I like the Audi R8, but for whatever reason, they don't seem to drive very well in this game, Audis in general. Really, the only other option was a BMW i8, and I just can't drive one of those based on principle. So, we're going with this Porsche. Alright, let's look at the races. The first one is Copper Canyon Sprint, and then we have Chihuahua Circuit, and then we wrap up with Riviera Sprint. Okay, let's find ourselves a team. And there's the team. Alright, here we go, race one. See how we do here. The entire team is basically in the same car. One other person is in a different Porsche. It's been a minute since they had a S1 trial as well, because they are typically insanely chaotic. This ought to be quite the joy here. Let's see how this goes. And I was a little torn between power and handling on this guy. I do know with an S-Class you kind of want to favor the handling, just because, well, like I said, it's a little nutty. So, I don't know. We'll see how this thing does. We're doing pretty good here. I mean, way ahead of everybody. We're all using the same car, pretty much. I was really itching to use that R8, though. R8 is one of my favorite cars in the real world, or real life, whatever. But like I was saying, I can't, maybe it's me. Maybe I just don't build R8s very well in the game, but I can never really get a good build out of an R8. Plus, they are quite a bit more expensive than this Porsche. And as you all know, I like to keep costs down for you guys, so. The R8 was like 225,000 credits, and this was like 150, I think. And the i8 was 140, so i8 was actually the cheapest by 10,000 credits, which isn't a whole lot. And like I said, I just can't bring myself to drive an i8, even in a virtual world. But I know there's a lot of i8 lovers out there. There's a lot of BMW lovers out there. And I did like the i8 when it first came out, but then I kind of looked at its specs, and, you know, people in the car world are like, dude, they're trying to pass off a car that goes like 140 max as a supercar, and it just does not qualify as a supercar. And then over time, I'm like, I don't know, it's a little over-stylized, underperformance, so I don't really like it anymore. But I get it if you do like a BMW i8s. Like I said, I know a lot of people do. That's a-okay. To each his own. And we are wrapping up the first race already. I was blabbing away about nonsense there. And we torched everybody. No one's even in sight. And as a team, we destroyed the Drivatars. We're on to race 2. Okay, here we go, race 2. Last race, I was able to avoid a lot of the S1 mass chaos because I started towards the front of my teammates. Not quite so lucky on this one. So we'll see what we can do to try to avoid mass chaos. This is a circuit too. It's been a minute since there's been a circuit race or a lap race in the trial. So far, semi-okay. Trying to cut way underneath there. Oh god, don't knock me out of the way. Ooh, nelly. Okay, now, this is a super short turn. It is a matter of, well, Sailor AKD. Thought you're doing pretty good there, driving away. Alright. Oh, wow, he just smacked hard into a wall, though. It's not going to do him any favors. Oh, look at this. I think the teammates actually seem pretty decent this week. The last 2 weeks have not been the case, but I think I have some pretty decent teammates here. Avoiding smacking into each other. Actually, decent drivers on top of that. I need to get ahead of the drivatars here. Maneuver my way up in the world here as I crash into walls myself. This turn up here always gets me. I never know how to really handle this turn. I think I overbrake. I don't know what it is. Oh, Nelly. There we go. Pablo. Oh, look at that. I just noticed it's Pablo in first place. I love it when Pablo's rocking first. But it won't be for long. Sorry, Pobs. Gotta move in front of you there. Alright. First place, where we belong, of course. And all of you watching, it's where you all belong to. First place. Just need to maintain it here. Looking behind us, Pablo's rocking second now. We should be able to maintain first here. Oh, Nelly. Did a lot of coasting around those turns. I think it actually helped gain even more room. Oh, man, that's a Sharpie. Okay. So, this is lap 3 too. For some reason, the races are really flying by. Actually, it's probably because it's S1, if you noticed. Obviously, more powerful cars, faster cars, shorter races. And we're going to wrap this bad up. Oh my gosh, looking at the leaderboard, looks absolutely horrible. We'll be doing race 3. And as predicted, we'll be on to race 3, although we didn't lose by too much there. Yeah, we'll see how race 3 goes. Alright, third and final race. Here we go. Starting from near the front. Again, we did lose one teammate, which, as I often say, is always a good thing. So it does make it a little bit easier to win the race overall. And starting towards the front of the teammates also helps with avoiding major chaos. Oh, wow. Sharpie turn. Look at that. Okay, we got Pops. And is that Katia? Yep, up there in front. Oh, Nelly. I am liking this Porsche, actually. Like I said, it's been a minute since we did an S1. My God, whoa, Pablo, look at that, slamming into the wall. Holy moly. But S1s are they're kind of just harder to drive in general. Sometimes I do tune my cars to be a little bit loosey-goosey. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that right there. On the rear end, just to make it a little bit more easier to steer, I guess. But if you're newer, it makes it a little bit harder to steer. So hopefully I don't get too many complaints. Your car's too loose on the rear end. It's hard to steer. But that's how you dominate the competition. Although we have... Hey! Out of the way, Katia. Out of the way, Peck. Oh my gosh. I was fighting Katia with a giant turn coming up. That wasn't so good. I did notice when I was building this car that... Because I did favor handling. Just because I knew it was an S-Class and whatnot. That the top speed wasn't fantastic. Which is probably why I got passed, or almost got passed by Katia. Had to throw a little bit of a check into her there, or whatever AI is. We're doing okay though. Looking at the leaderboard, it does not look okay. I do not think we're going to win the trial as a whole. But at least you all got to see all 3 races, kind of see how it plays out, see how this particular car is, if you want to use this car and use my tune. I know a lot of you use your own car and your own tune, which is totally awesome, actually. I'm in all favor of using your own car, using your own tune. But also, if you want to use my tune, that's cool too. We finish in first. Like I said, not looking good on the leaderboard there. And we did lose the race. Well, that does take care of the trial. At least you got to see all 3 races, like I was saying. So, we lost, and I'll have to do this later on in the week. But if you do use my car, good luck with it, and I will see you all later.